All right, y'all, welcome back. Jason here at Echo Nosters. I'm with PAD Overland. As you've seen, if you've been following along, you know that we do everything at PAD because they do everything there. So what you see behind us is the Ford all-wheel drive chassis. Now, one of the things that you're noticing on the table is an arraignment of shock struts, etc. The one I want to draw your attention to that's actually really special here, the super tank, if you will, is the Radflo. This is an exclusive item that PAD has worked directly with Radflo on. One of the things that they've been working on, because they are suspension experts, they work with some of the best in the industry, is getting the calibration just right on here. Besides the adjustable piece here, what you're gonna have is an adjustable compression right here on the bottom. As you can see, that's gonna allow you to tune it. You got a coil over system here, but it gets a little bit more involved in that. You're probably thinking to yourself, well, hey, everybody's got a coil over shock. There's this, that, and the other. But again, you're working with people that tune specific to the weight of a vehicle and the vehicle, and they test it themselves. If you take a look at some of the things they do, these guys build out and work with people that run Baja 100, 500, you name it, they know what they're doing. The other thing that they're doing, and this is the big kicker that's coming into play, they've got a control arm that they've developed. One of the only in the industry, at least that I'm aware of, that is adjustable on the camber and the caster. That is unheard of, and that is very important when you're dealing with suspension, you're doing uplifting, and you're getting these vehicles out and getting them in the terrain that maybe they were meant to be in, but you definitely want to make it go on. Now, the other thing that PAD does, which I'm very appreciative because this comes from my background as in suspension, is they work with some of the key manufacturers to develop anti-sway bars for these vehicles, especially when you're talking about like the Winnebago Transit, or excuse me, the Winnebago Spreco Echoes, which are built on that 3500 Mercedes chassis. A lot of manufacturers do come with the rear sway bar. Some of the Mercedes don't, some of the Fords don't. Whether it's in the front or the rear, there's a little bit of options that are played out there. And sway bars are very important because what they're there to do is control body roll and sway. And how that's done is when you have this big piece of steel, and depending on the diameter, which for about every 1/8 of an inch will increase it about 51% more resistance, you have what's called moment arms here. And these moment arms go to end links. And the idea is, as this is sitting behind the rear of your vehicle by the rear axle, is that these are at 90 degrees because as that vehicle's traveling down the road, twisty highway turns, etc., there's a lot of body roll and sway, and you want to keep that neutral, and that's what keeps you flat in those corners. I mean, there's other suspension components that contribute to that, but the sway bar is very important. So one of the things that I would consider having you guys explore there is if you have one of these larger vehicles, you're putting a lot of weight in them, you're getting some of that body roll and sway, and you've done some of your suspension upgrades, and you're not quite sure it solved your problem, check out the anti-sway bars direct from PAD right here. 4140 chromoly steel, that is memory steel. It's going to retain its shape. They have options for the front, the rear, and especially when it comes to these big rigs like Dirty Dolly over here. So come check out PAD, located right here in Scappoose. And the thing that I would share with you, doesn't matter what vehicle you have, when I say they do everything, they do heavy diesel, they do diesel fuel injection, they have their own transmission builder in-house. I think it's 30 plus years, might be pushing 40. They don't send anything out. Some of the best equipment in the industry. Go check them out. The other thing that's really cool, let's say you don't really know what you want to do, bring your vehicle in for free. They'll put it on lift, they'll walk it with you, they'll talk to you about it, they'll explore options with you. And again, I don't think anybody does that in the industry. And if you're into fleet maintenance, you happen to be checking this out, come check out PAD and just say, hey, we have this fleet of vehicles, what do you do? Heavy diesel, you name it. If you're ever in a jam too, they got tow services. I think they could tow anything. So check out PAD Overland and come see what you can see to explore with. Cheers.